So, first pronunciation Tuto of 2023. And this is a favorite for many people. What is the difference between the pronunciation of these two words? And actually, if you can get this right, then you can really differentiate yourself from other Brits speaking French. Because the first one here with the S on the end is les œufs, and the singular with no S is un oeuf. So the plural is not les oeufs. The plural is les œufs. Let's have a look a little bit more at these two sounds. So first of all, we're going to look at this. So this is a pronunciation symbol because it applies to a number of different sounds. And let's have a look at what sounds that symbol applies to. So we've got all these different letter combinations. Let's have a look at some of the words. So we've got e, v, deuxième, meuse, meute, jeune. And by the way, this is not young, this word. This means to fast, fasting. It's got a little hat over the U, which makes it a bit different. So let's just have a look at how do we form this, because that's what we need to do, is get the mouth position right, and then we can say this right. So what we got is the tongue at the front. Okay, so la langue en avant. So tongue is at the front. Les lèvres très arrondies. So lips really rounded, as you can see in the picture there. And bouche fermée, and the mouth closed. That's what we want to get this sound. So see if you can have a go at pronouncing these. So just on mute. So e, v, deuxième. Get your mouth in that position. Meuse, meute, jeune. Okay. Now the second sound we're going to look at is this symbol here, this O and E together. And let's have a look at some example words. Now, it's not just the oeuf et des oeufs, which is a problem here, because there's some other words which, as English speakers, we'll find quite difficult to pronounce. But we're going to find a way to do this. So, easy enough. Oeuf. Now, accueille, orgueil. Now, when you see this UEIL, can you imagine that it's got a little Y stuck in the middle of that selection of letters? And that will help you pronounce it. Accueille, orgueil. Difficult. Need some practice. That means welcome. Oeil, I. Now, how can these words, which look like, just like, we would say club, t-shirt, roller, wouldn't we? So if we look at these sounds here, how could we pronounce these three sounds? So we've got accueille, orgueil, oeil, club, t-shirt, and roller. So don't fall in the trap that if you see an English word, that to pronounce it in an English way, because it's unlikely that you'd be understood for it. And let's just have a look at that sound. So the tongue is sort of near the front. I'd say it's in the middle, actually. The tongue is in the middle. And your lips are rounded, but your mouth is nice and open for those. Okay, let's have a look at some more examples of these. So the first two words here are going to be going with the first symbol, and the second two are going with the second symbol. So just a reminder, so the first two sounds, we're looking for a closed mouth, nice and round, and the second two sounds, we're looking for an open mouth, but round as well. So let's have a look. How would you say these? De. So the bolded is the point where we want to make this sound. Deux nageuses, plusieurs nageurs. Deux skieuses, plusieurs skieurs. Okay, let's have a listen then to those sounds and see. I'll just play them for you and then you can repeat them after.
Leçon 20. Oeuf. Exercice 1. 1,
Deux nageuses. Plusieurs nageurs.
Okay, I'm going to play that again and see if you can repeat what you hear. Try and copy her.
Oeuf. Exercice 1. 1,
Deux nageuses. Plusieurs nageurs.
Okay, next one.
2,
Deux skieuses. Plusieurs skieurs.
Okay, you're hearing the difference between the two sounds, yeah? Do you want to have a go at saying, repeating those? I'll just play that again for you.
2,
Deux skieuses. Plusieurs skieurs.
Yes, skieuse, skieur. One closed, one open. Okay, next one.
3,
Deux coureuses. Plusieurs coureurs.
Okay, over to you. I'm going to look at your lips and see how they're working. So, deux coureuses, plusieurs coureurs. Okay.
4,
Deux golfeuses. Plusieurs golfeurs.
Okay, so let's go back to that. So just have a go, just saying that first one to yourself again. And I'm just going to look at the people I can see. I'm going to look at your lips, how they're moving. So just the deux nageuses. And then the plusieurs nageurs. Good, good. Okay. Now we've got some more examples here. Now we're getting into our eggs and beef, which is the perennial problem, really. So, c'est un gros bœuf. C'est un gros bœuf. Ce sont de gros bœufs, pardon. Ce sont de gros bœufs. So, notice that they put this in brackets here, which means that we're not going to pronounce that E. The D is going to run into the gros. And we're definitely not pronouncing this FS, which would be the same for the X as well. So just have a go at pronouncing these two as you think they might sound, and then we'll have a listen and compare it. Right, let's have a listen to those sounds.
Exercice 2. 1.
C'est un gros bœuf. Ce sont de gros bœufs.
Okay, let's play it again and see if you can copy how she says it. And was it similar to the way you pronounced it as well?
1.
C'est un gros bœuf. Ce sont de gros bœufs.
You really notice that the D doesn't get pronounced there as well. Okay, have a go at saying this one. So, tu veux un œuf? And then, all right, let's have a listen.
Exercice 2. 1.
C'est un gros bœuf. Ce sont de gros bœufs.
2.
Tu veux un œuf? Tu veux des œufs?
So different, isn't it? Yeah, tu veux un œuf? Tu veux des œufs? You really get points for being able to pronounce that correctly.
3.
Elle a l'œil noir. Elle a les yeux noirs.
Okay, just repeat what you heard there. Let me replay that for you.
3.
Elle a l'œil noir. Elle a les yeux noirs.
Okay, let's see that written. Elle a l'œil noir. Elle a les yeux noirs. Good. Okay, so here we've got some sentences, because actually it's all very well doing these very short phrases, but let's hear it in a chain of conversation, really. So we've got the example here. So do you want to have a go at pronouncing that? How would you say that? Remember, it's a question, so it'll have rising intonation in it. So how would you ask that? How would that question sound? And then the answer, notice that the E from the je is almost dropped. So, and what does it mean? Do you want their agreement? Of course I want their agreement. And then we're going to run through other ones. It will say, do you want their explanation? Do you want their assurance? Do you want their invitation? Do you want their signature? And every time it's going to be, of course, and then so on. Okay, let's have a listen to these and then a repeat.
Exercice 3. Exemple.
Tu veux leur accord?
Bien sûr que je veux leur accord.
Okay, now play that again. See if you can do the rising intonation of the question. Do you want their agreement? Of course I want their agreement. Okay.
Exemple.
Tu veux leur accord?
Bien sûr que je veux leur accord.
Tu veux leur accord? Bien sûr que je veux leur accord. Okay, let's have a listen to the next one.
1.
Tu veux leur explication?
The word is explication, that's different. Okay, and the answer, let me play that question again, see if you can come up with the answer.
1.
Tu veux leur explication?
Can you answer it? Of course I want their explanation. How would you say that? Okay, let's hear it.
Bien sûr que je veux leur explication.
Good. Okay, next one.
2.
Tu veux leur assurance?
Tu veux leur assurance? And then your answer would be? Okay, yeah.
Bien sûr que je veux leur assurance.
Très bien. And another one.
3.
Tu veux leur invitation?
Invitation. Tu veux leur invitation? The answer would be?
Bien sûr que je veux leur invitation. 4.
Tu veux leur signature?
You.
Bien sûr que je veux leur signature.
Très bien. Okay, let's go back. Okay, and just quickly then, we'll have a look at this one because we've got the eggs back here. So, tu mets combien? Now, how do you pronounce this word? Tu mets combien? How would you say that? I hope there's no F's being pronounced there. So, tu mets combien de? J'en mets deux seulement. Okay. How many eggs are you eating? How many are you breaking? How many are you taking? Okay. So you're going to hear this. And then you're answering with this, which is j'en mets deux seulement, which is the answer. It's going to be the answer to everything, I guess. Okay, let's have a listen.
Exercice 4. Exemple. Tu mets combien d'œufs?
J'en mets 2 seulement.
1. Tu manges combien d'œufs?
Can you do the answer? J'en mange deux.
J'en mange 2 seulement.
Okay, next one.
2. Tu casses combien d'œufs?
J'en casse 2 seulement.
Okay, and the last one.
3. Tu prends combien d'œufs?
J'en prends 2 seulement.
Oh, très bien, très bien. Bon, merci beaucoup et bienvenue à 2023. And I'll see you again soon. Merci. À bientôt.